It starts from birth, I would say. It sounds boring, but yeah, that's where it starts. And we discriminate. We want a male child, and when we have a baby girl, we say yes, we are all for equality, but we treat our kids differently. We give away property differently. We think the male child carries a legacy. The daughter is married off. It's gone. It is there. It is there around you. It is there everywhere. All you need to do is to notice. But then I've noticed that people notice, but they don't do anything about it because that's the way I think everybody's comfortable. You want to support other women. If you want other women to do well, understand that everything is connected in life. So you are not an island. You are not in isolation. Whenever you are uh, thinking, behaving positively towards other women folk, it is always coming back to you. We are all connected with each other. So do what is right, do what you have to do. Don't look down upon your women colleagues, women friends, because if you're looking down upon your women colleagues, you're actually looking down upon yourself. Very few people realize that, right? So in a family setup, if you're looking down on your daughter-in-law, you're actually looking down upon yourself. If you're disrespecting her, you're disrespecting yourself. So the idea starts from here, and everything starts from here. It starts from within. So start to respect yourself, put in the effort, yes, and the biases slowly will go away. When a relationship breaks, when a marriage breaks, and it is because of infidelity, it's always the other woman. When the woman strays, not the husband. In the other case, when the woman strays, it's still the woman. A woman is always blamed. And I don't think it could get more unfortunate than that. Have you ever heard of the other man? He doesn't exist. He never has. He still doesn't. I don't know whether he will in the future, but the times that we live in, he doesn't exist. It's always the woman that is to be blamed. So if a man strays, I would say your husband is to blame for the simple reason he committed to you. It's the other woman didn't commit to you. You married him. So his responsibility towards you is supreme. When you pull each other down, there is no way that you can survive. There is no way that you'll be able to go forward. Because there is nobody to save you then, right? The woman pulls the other woman down. The man pulls the woman down. Where does the woman go? So if you look at it like that, in a setup, let's say if there are two men uh, ill-treating a woman, let's take the example of a home. Let's take a very simple example. Let's say if there's a daughter and if the father doesn't want the daughter to study, if the grandfather doesn't want the granddaughter to study further, but if all the women in the household stand united and take up a stand that that girl child will study, there is no way that the men will be able to stand up to the women. So it's unity and strength, which we don't have. We are so busy pulling each other down, you see. Why? Because we think we really don't deserve it. Why should I study? So I'll not let my daughter study. It's not required. This is a long process, yeah, because what you and I have been discussing did not generate yesterday. It is through many generations of conditioning. This is deep conditioning at a sanskar level, right? Uh, and for that to move, we'll have to start consciously, intentionally change the way we think. And that will not happen from school syllabus books. Just by putting our sons and daughters in top notch schools, the conditioning doesn't change there. the conditioning will change from the values that the parents teach the child, impart to the child, sorry. That's how it changes. And to start with, I would say, first and foremost, get both your children, if you have a son and a daughter, get them to learn life skills, which is cooking and cleaning. It is not a responsibility of women alone. Everybody stays in the home. The home belongs to everyone. So why should only a woman be entrusted to cook and clean? Right? So even if I'll go to the extent of saying, even if she's not working, home is everybody's. So teach your children to be on an even keel, not by telling them, but by showing them and by making them act it out. So teach your son to cook and clean. He will know. So you're conditioning him, right? You're conditioning him and you're teaching him that this is your job as well. And that is how the change will start happening. Teach them life skills, divide property equally. By sending our kids, as I said, to the best of schools, we think we've done our job, we haven't. The shift in gender dynamics happens when you divide your property equally between your sons and daughters. Daughters are as much your legacy as your sons are. Sons are not your salvation. If you've educated your daughter, if you made her financially independent, if you have divided your property equally between your sons and daughters, and if you treat your daughter-in-law with the same respect as you treat your son-in-law, I think that's when the game begins to change drastically, considerably, significantly. I think the one thing that I'll tell all women, respect yourself. If you're able to respect yourself, you will only be able to respect others. If there is no self respect, you will not be able to respect others. And then, because it's a vicious cycle, as I said, we're all connected, you won't get it back. You only get what you give. So if you get back something which is not very happy, understand that you've given that out first. So respect yourself. That's the only way to get ahead in life. Rest, everything follows. Confidence, faith in your abilities, and to keep pushing forward. A lot of times, the pushing forward may not seem like pushing forward. It may look like a plodding forward, but plod we must. So don't stand, don't stop dead in your tracks. Keep moving forward, even if it's inching forward. Just keep moving, however small the step may be. Get up, show up, and move. Maybe even a millimeter, but move, and you'll get there. Hi, I'm Shweta. My book, A Million Smiles on How We Love, Live, and Lead, is out now on Amazon and Flipkart.